Have you ever imagined a paradise where the seas shimmer in turquoise hues? Where volcanic peaks stand like sentinels watching over sugarcane fields? And where every gust of wind carries the scent of spices, sea, and culture? Welcome to Mauritius, not just an island, but a storybook of nature, history, and heart. This magical destination, nestled in the warm waters of the Indian Ocean, is a symphony of contrasts, from bustling markets to secluded waterfalls, sacred lakes to colonial forts, and underwater illusions to towering peaks. I'm Sarmad, and this is Wild Discoveries with Sarmad. Today we embark on a journey across the breathtaking marvels of Mauritius. From its iconic underwater waterfall illusion to ancient volcano craters, spiritual sanctuaries, and pristine marine parks, we'll explore it all. And be sure to stay with me till the end, where a little-known natural gem combines crystal waters with ancient conservation secrets. If you're as excited as I am, don't forget to subscribe to Wild Discoveries with Sarmad. Tap that like button and drop a comment below, sharing which of these places you'd explore first.
Want to start a YouTube automation channel and make money online? We're here to help. With years of experience in video marketing and content creation, we create high-quality videos in any niche: tech, gaming, war, and more. From a niche research and branding, to engaging scripts, human voiceovers, and copyright-free video editing, we handle it all. Plus, we optimize your videos with SEO-friendly titles, descriptions, tags, and eye-catching thumbnails. Don't wait to turn your YouTube dreams into reality. Let's get started today. Contact us on WhatsApp, visit our website, or DM us now.
Mauritius may be a small island, but it's bursting with surprises. It was once the only home of the now extinct dodo bird, a symbol still proudly embraced by the nation. This remote island was uninhabited until the 1500s and later shaped by Dutch, French, and British colonization. Each wave of settlers left behind language, architecture, religion, and food, creating the vibrant multicultural society we see today. Geologically, Mauritius was born from volcanic activity millions of years ago. Though the volcanoes are long dormant, their presence remains in dramatic mountain ranges, crater lakes, and waterfalls. One of its most mind-bending features, the illusion of an underwater waterfall off the coast of Morne, where sand appears to be falling into the sea thanks to ocean currents and steep drop-offs in the ocean floor. From coral reefs teeming with life to sugarcane fields planted centuries ago, Mauritius is a living museum of nature and history. It's one of the few places on Earth where you can hike an ancient volcano in the morning, explore Hindu temples by noon, and snorkel in a protected marine park by sunset. This island isn't just a destination. It's a storybook of cultures, landscapes, and legends waiting to be discovered. Our journey begins with a wonder that seems plucked from the pages of fantasy. the underwater waterfall illusion of Morne, Brabant. As you hover above it by drone or helicopter, you'll see what looks like a cascade tumbling into an underwater abyss. But look closer. It's an illusion created by the movement of sand and silt off the ocean shelf, pulled by strong currents and revealed through the clear turquoise water. The illusion is mesmerizing, hypnotic, a perfect symbol of the island's blend of mystery and beauty. Morne itself holds deep historical significance. This rugged peninsula, crowned by the dramatic Morne Brabant mountain, once served as a refuge for escaped slaves. In the 18th and 19th centuries, Maroons hid in its caves and forests, creating self-sustaining communities. Today, the mountain is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a symbol of the fight for freedom. Standing atop it, you not only witness one of the world's greatest visual illusions, but also touch a place steeped in sacrifice and spirit. Would you brave the hike to the summit for this double reward, nature's trick of the eye and the echoes of history? The illusion is only visible from the air, making a scenic flight or drone capture one of the most popular and awe-inspiring activities for travelers in Mauritius. Off the east coast, we journey to a little piece of paradise, Ile Aux Aigrettes. Imagine a place where fine white sand stretches endlessly, where the sea gleams in every shade of blue, and where palm trees sway to the rhythm of island breezes. This privately managed island is a dreamscape of relaxation and adventure. Whether you're windsurfing, parasailing, snorkeling, or simply lounging with a tropical drink, every moment feels cinematic. Ile Aux Cerfs, or Island of Deer, was named after the Java deer introduced during the Dutch colonial era. Although the deer no longer roam here, the island remains a hotspot for leisure and luxury. Golf lovers will find one of the world's most beautiful island golf courses here, surrounded by lagoons on all sides. Would you explore the shallow lagoons or relax under the sun with nothing but waves for company? During high tide, some sandbanks vanish entirely beneath the sea, creating an ethereal illusion where beach meets ocean in a perfect blend. Traveling north, we arrive in Baie, Mauritius's vibrant coastal jewel. Once a sleepy fishing village, it's now a cosmopolitan hub, brimming with boutiques, lively bars, gourmet restaurants, and buzzing nightlife. The bay itself is a natural harbor, its calm waters dotted with catamarans and fishing boats, offering a postcard-perfect view. Baie has seen centuries of transformation, first touched by Dutch settlers in the 17th century. It evolved through French and British rule into the pulsating heart of modern Mauritian tourism. Despite the modernization, it retains its authentic spirit. Creole houses, colorful markets, and warm smiles greet you at every corner. Would you spend your day sipping cocktails at a beachside cafe or dancing to Sega music under the stars? Grand Baie's calm bay served as a naval port during World War II. And today, it's a starting point for sea adventures to northern islets. In the island's southwest, tucked within lush forests and rolling hills, lies one of Mauritius's most iconic sites, the Chamarel Waterfall. Cascading from nearly 100 meters, it's the tallest single-drop waterfall in the country. Surrounded by a kaleidoscope of greenery and basalt cliffs. Nearby lies the Seven Colored Earths, a natural geological curiosity where dunes of sand appear in distinct hues. Red, blue, purple, and ochre. The land refuses to mix, even when stirred. A phenomenon that continues to baffle scientists. This area is named after Charles-Antoine de Chazal de Chamarel, a French settler who lived here in the 18th century. Would you take a nature walk to the waterfall's base or photograph the Rainbow Hills at sunset? The waterfall's source is the Saint Denis River, which flows through volcanic rock, giving the water a rich mineral character that shapes the surrounding soil colors. Rising above Curepipe Town is Trou aux Aigrettes, a perfectly formed dormant volcanic crater encircled by dense forest. Estimated to be over 700,000 years old, the crater spans 300 meters wide and descends 100 meters deep. Though silent now, it once roared with the fiery force that birthed the island itself. The surrounding trail offers panoramic views of Curepipe, the Mocha mountain range, and on clear days, even the distant ocean. The British once considered this elevated area ideal for cooler colonial settlements, hence the surrounding Victorian-style homes. Would you jog the crater's rim or simply breathe in the crisp air and watch clouds roll over the island? Scientists believe Trou aux Aigrettes could erupt again. Though likely not for thousands of years, still, its silence today is filled with whispers of Earth's power. In the highlands of Savan district lies Ganga Talao, a sacred lake nestled within an extinct volcano. Surrounded by temples and towering statues of Hindu deities, it's the spiritual heart of Mauritius's Hindu community. The lake's waters were sanctified in the 19th century, with holy water brought from the Ganges River in India linking it spiritually to Hindu mythology. Every year, hundreds of thousands of devotees walk barefoot to this serene lake during Mahashivratri, offering prayers and lighting lamps. The lake is not just a place of worship, it's a sanctuary of peace. With monkeys swinging through trees, incense wafting in the air, and prayers whispered across the waters. Would you join a prayer ritual or simply sit by the water, soaking in the serenity? Ganga Talao is one of the only places outside India officially recognized as part of the holy Ganges river system. A rare spiritual connection between two lands and cultures. Now we descend to the vibrant capital city of Mauritius, Port Louis. This dynamic urban center is a blend of colonial history, modern development, and cultural depth. As you wander its streets, you'll see 19th century French buildings, bustling markets, grand mosques, colorful temples, and towering skyscrapers. The central market buzzes with life, where locals sell fresh produce, spices, handcrafted goods, and street food that's an explosion of flavor. Port Louis was founded in 1735 by the French governor Mahé de la Bourdonnais and developed as a key port during colonial times. Today, it's the economic and cultural heartbeat of the island. Would you explore the Blue Penny Museum or get lost in the alleys of Chinatown? Port Louis is home to one of the rarest stamps in the world, the Blue Mauritius, and it's kept in a dimly lit room to preserve its color and mystique. Heading to the southeastern coast, we arrive in the charming town of Mahebourg. A coastal treasure steeped in Creole tradition and colonial legacy. With its peaceful streets, local markets, and waterfront promenade, Mahebourg feels like a window into a slower, simpler Mauritius. Founded by the French in the 18th century and later fortified by the British, the town played a central role in the island's colonial past. At the National History Museum, you can find artifacts from the famous Battle of Grand Port, the only French naval victory over the British during the Napoleonic Wars. Along the coastline, wooden pirogues float in the bay as fishermen cast their nets, continuing centuries-old traditions. Would you take a walk along the calm Mahebourg waterfront or dive into the past at the old Naval Museum? Mahebourg is named after Governor Mahé de la Bourdonnais and is one of the few places where traditional Creole fishing villages remain largely unchanged. Towering above the central plateau is Le Pouce, or the Thumb, a distinctive mountain peak named for its thumb-like shape. Standing at 812 meters, it offers one of the most accessible yet rewarding hikes in Mauritius. The trek winds through rolling hills, pine forests, and eventually opens up to panoramic views of Port Louis, the Mocha Range, and the glistening coastline beyond. What makes Le Pouce extra special is that it was climbed in 1836 by none other than Charles Darwin during his voyage on the HMS Beagle. The mountain is not just a scenic lookout, it's a slice of scientific history. Would you make the climb to stand where Darwin once stood and see the island through his eyes? Despite its dramatic summit, Le Pouce is considered a beginner-friendly hike. Ideal for adventurers looking to see Mauritius from above without expert gear. Continuing along the dramatic southern coastline, we reach Maconde Viewpoint. A hairpin curve in the road carved into the cliffside that reveals one of the island's most breathtaking vistas. From the top, the turquoise ocean stretches endlessly, bordered by volcanic rock and lush greenery. It's one of those rare places where the road itself becomes the destination. The name Maconde is thought to derive from the Maconde people of Mozambique, some of whom were brought to Mauritius during the era of slavery and found refuge in this remote region. The area is as rich in stories as it is in scenic beauty. Would you stop for a drone shot here, or simply soak in the salty breeze and crashing waves? Maconde Viewpoint is often featured in the car commercials and travel films due to its serpentine shape and cinematic scenery. A must-see for road trip lovers. In the southeastern lagoon of Mauritius lies Blue Bay Marine Park, an aquatic haven teeming with biodiversity. This protected marine reserve is famed for its crystal-clear waters, vibrant coral gardens, and more than 50 species of colorful reef fish. Whether you're snorkeling, diving, or cruising in a glass-bottom boat, the underwater world here feels like a living dream. Established in 1997, the park was created to preserve the fragile coral ecosystems under threat from coastal development. Its shallow, calm waters make it perfect for beginners and marine enthusiasts alike. Would you glide across the surface or plunge below to meet parrotfish and angelfish face to face? Blue Bay is one of the only places in Mauritius where you can see brain coral over a meter wide. Some formations are estimated to be hundreds of years old. Just a short boat ride from the mainland lies Ile Aux Aigrettes, a tiny coral island that's become a symbol of environmental revival, managed by the Mauritian Wildlife Foundation. This nature reserve is a sanctuary for rare species such as the pink pigeon, the Mauritian kestrel, and giant Aldabra tortoises. The island was used as a British military base during World War II, but has since been rehabilitated into a thriving conservation hub. Walking through its dry coastal forest is like stepping into a prehistoric world, where nature is carefully protected and restored. Would you join a guided tour to meet a century-old tortoise, or quietly observe birds found nowhere else on Earth? The ebony trees on Ile Aux Aigrettes were nearly wiped out during the colonial logging boom. Today, they're being replanted to bring the native ecosystem back to life. On the west coast of Mauritius lies Tamarin Bay, a legendary spot for surfers, nature lovers, and dolphin seekers. Framed by dramatic hills and golden sands, Tamarin has a laid-back charm that sets it apart from busier tourist areas. Once known for its salt pans, some of which still operate, the bay is now best known for its morning dolphin excursions and powerful waves that attract surfers from around the world. The village of Tamarin blends modern villas with traditional homes, creating a harmonious contrast that mirrors the waves themselves. Would you surf the break at sunrise or ride a catamaran to watch dolphins dance in the wild? Tamarin was once considered a secret surf haven, even featured in the 1974 cult surf film, Forgotten Island of Santosha. Overlooking the capital city is Fort Adelaide, commonly known as the Adelaide Citadel. A silent stone giant built in the 1830s by the British. It was designed to protect Port Louis from potential uprisings and offers commanding views over the city's rooftops, the harbor, and surrounding mountains. Constructed from basalt rock quarried from the island itself, the fort has thick ramparts and cannon stations that remain intact to this day. Though it never faced a battle, its mere presence was enough to maintain order during colonial rule. Today, the fort is a peaceful spot, visited by history lovers and photographers seeking that perfect city panorama. Would you stroll its ancient walls, or let your imagination wander to a time of soldiers and steamships? Fort Adelaide is named after Queen Adelaide, wife of King William IV, and is one of the best preserved colonial forts on the island. Our final destination is one of the island's most dramatic natural landmarks, Rochester Falls. Located in the wild south near the village of Souillac, this waterfall tumbles from a height of 10 meters over jagged lava columns into a cool basin below. The rectangular rock formations are unique, formed by centuries of water carving through volcanic basalt. Rochester Falls is surrounded by sugarcane fields and accessible via a rugged dirt path, adding a sense of adventure to the journey. It's a favorite among locals for cliff jumping, weekend picnics, and refreshing swims. Would you dive into the natural pool or sit quietly and listen to the cascade's song? Did you know that $0? This fascinating detail adds even more depth to your experience at this location. The lava columns at Rochester Falls naturally break into rectangular shapes, a rare geological feature caused by slow cooling of ancient volcanic flows. And just like that, we've journeyed across one of the world's most enchanting islands, Mauritius. From hidden waterfalls and volcanic cliffs to sacred lakes high in the mountains, from bustling markets in the capital to quiet coral islets teeming with life, Mauritius offers more than beauty. It offers stories, emotions, and memories waiting to be made. Whether you came here for the natural wonders, the vibrant culture, or the sense of timeless serenity, I hope this journey has inspired you to see this island not just as a travel destination, but as an experience. This has been Wild Discoveries with Sarmad, and if you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your favorite place in the comments below. Which spot stole your heart? The illusion of the underwater waterfall, the mystery of Ganga Talao, the untamed magic of Rochester Falls. Your next adventure could begin with a single story, and there's so much more to explore. In our next episode, we'll uncover another hidden gem, somewhere wild and wonderful. Until then, keep your spirit curious, your heart open, and never stop discovering.